Okay, now let's look at number 10. This is a pretty straightforward one, even though they try to confuse you a bit with the facts, but don't let them do that. It reads, A lives in Texas, B lives in California, A signs a document granting to B an interest in A's minerals, which are located in Kansas. So you've got three different states going here. We've got Texas, we've got California, and we've got Kansas. A dispute arises as to whether the document grants a mineral or non-participating royalty interest. And the question is, what law is applied by the court deciding the issue? What state law are we going to apply to determine whether this deed or this document is a mineral grant or a grant of a non-participating royalty interest? And the answer is C, Kansas, the place where the property is located. That's what law is governed. It's not where the people live. It's where the property is located. We see this a lot when we're dealing with property. Let's say you have an owner that once owned property in Oklahoma, and they made a lot of money in the oil and gas business, and so they were able to retire in Florida. Well, when they die, the Florida court will say how that property is going to pass. So if it's a large sum of money, the Oklahoma court is not going to be satisfied with the Florida court's ruling. They're going to say, hey, Florida, you have no jurisdiction in Oklahoma. And since this is an Oklahoma property, it doesn't matter how the will was probated in Florida. It doesn't matter how the property was passed in Florida. It matters how the property is passed in Oklahoma. And so they will require something called ancillary probate, A-N-C-A-L-L-A-R-Y, ancillary probate, which is basically just the Oklahoma court receiving the Florida court's judgment and then deciding on their own whether or not they will accept the Florida court's ruling. Now, they almost always do, but the point is Florida law cannot control property in Oklahoma. Just the same here, as state law that will control is the state where the property is located. In this case, that is Kansas.